An interesting thing came in this week. I ran across a quote from Rudolph Steiner, and I've never really dived really deep into his work, but I've known about his work for a long, long time. And I know that he made predictions over 100 years ago of what humanity, where it was going, and the prophecies and the predictions that he made. I've had moments of feeling that we're in very dystopian times already. But one of the things that he said is this is a direct quote from him. In the future, we will see people losing the capacity to believe in the soul or spirit at all. They will believe only in what can be weighed, measured, or administered. There will be a movement to medicalize all human experience, to label spiritual impulses as illnesses and treat them with chemistry. Okay, this was over 100 years ago. This dystopian future that Steiner predicted, it pulls us downward. We need to remember that. Toward isolation, cold logic, disembodied tech, and soulless systems. But the prophecy that he predicted and threw out there, this is not fate. This doesn't mean it. This was a prophecy based on where he was watching the systems take humanity. It is a warning, and within it lies a huge calling. The reason we can still prevent the descent into this dystopian future is because something ancient and true is stirring within each of us. We know we are a part of Mother Earth. We know we are a part of God. And we need to take out that middle noise, the middle BS. And we each have the ability to do that as we walk through these pivotal times, through the chaos and all the stuff. So I would say move forward through this second half of 2025 with hope, with love in your heart, with a realization that you are leaving a legacy and you are leaving something brilliant that the species of humanity can look back on and be grateful for. This is how we move through these times, because we are in the thick of it now. It's not something in the future. It's going to get hard in the future. We are in it. We are in the chaos. And I believe that by 2030, the world's going to look very, very different. And I think that we get a choice on what it looks like. This is something I really try to bring into every Thursday's herbal wisdom video. If you don't tune into that, every Thursday I drop a little video where I teach you about a plant. And sometimes it's like where they grow. Can you grow them in your yard? Here's the conditions it takes, and here are the health benefits. Okay, so find out what are the names of the plants that are in your area. Can you learn what medicine they provide? Because there's power in almost everything that you look at and notice. That's Mother Nature. And then this question, how can I honor the earth in my daily choices, even in small, consistent ways? That's the first part in reclaiming our reconnection to nature. Now, the second part of this is reclaiming our humanity, pulling it away from digitization. So here's some questions to ask yourself. What activities make me feel most alive, most human, and most connected? Okay. Where in my life have I outsourced my intuition to machines or institutions or systems? Where have I outsourced my humanity? Ask yourself those questions. Am I making time for genuine eye-to-eye connection with others? There's nothing like having someone listen to you with their eyes, where they're paying attention, their body language. This is something I'm much better at with my grandkids and my young nieces and nephews than I was with my own children. I think we find that is true as we get older, and especially as a parent who's raised our kids. It's like we always think, oh, I wish I'd have done that a little differently. But do we actually get to reconnect with our humanness by really listening with our eyes? Do I know the stories of my ancestors and what wisdom they hold for this moment? If you have an elder in your life that has wisdom to impart to you in stories, go be with them in person. Spend time with them in person. There is wisdom there. It might relate to an older time, but there's still beautiful wisdom that's relatable to now, and it's reconnecting us with our humanness, our humanity.